So when it comes to the events part, okay, when it comes to the events part, this factory method will not be used. Okay. For example, if you go for the events tab in the factory method, none of the events are specified. Okay. If you go with the 𝐶𝐿𝐺UI ALV grid class, there are so many events which is initialized in those class. 𝐶𝐿𝐺I ALV grid. For example, let me go to the C24. Okay. And open the 𝐶𝐿𝐺UI ALV grid. Go for the display. And the next one is, let me go for the events tab. See how many number of events we are having here. Huh? More than 20. Okay. There will be so many events which we'll be having. So on F1, on F4, the subtotal text, toolbars, user commands, double click, hotspot. Okay. There are so much of functionalities which is inbuilt in the 𝐶𝐿𝐺I ALV grid, but that is not the case in the factory method. Okay, so if you have a requirement of this many functionalities, don't prefer the factory method. Okay, if that is fulfilled with the events part on F1, F4, whatever the, so try to prefer the 𝐶𝐿𝐺I ALV grid. If you have a simpler method or a simpler ALV, for example, we are having the interactive ALV, that is a double click and the hotspot and the button click. So if you have these three events, okay, if you have a requirement of performing any of these three events, we can be it would be possible with the factory method also. So directly in the factory method, so we don't have any events, but indirectly it is possible. So that I'll show now. For example, if I go with the 𝐶𝐿 table, which is the class for the factory method, okay, if I search the method name as, okay, method name as, okay, get event, I think this is the method, okay. This is the method to get the events in this factory method. Go for the parameters, okay, see, it is calling another class. If you go to the inside this class, you will get the some events, that is the top of page, okay, end of page, double click, link click is nothing but it's a hotspot. Okay, so there will be some limitation of events part, particularly I can say. Okay, if you have interactive, that means the user command, creating some custom button or this hotspot, double click, that is also possible with the this 𝐶𝐿 events table also. Okay, so if you have other than this events, try to prefer the those 𝐶𝐿𝐺I ALV grid only.